Josh, so in your bio we can read that Huge's teams create and rapidly prototype features, concepts and interfaces. And many designers in our community say that wireframes are dead and fast prototyping is the way to go. Do you share their point of view? Do you agree with that?
Absolutely not, actually. I'm glad you asked me this question because this is something that I've heard a lot, and I honestly think that this point of view is sort of dangerously naive, actually. Wireframes, prototypes, sketches, comps, they're all tools that, like, they're means to an end, essentially, right? So saying that one tool has usurped another one is never true. I mean, like, because a nail gun exists doesn't mean that the hammer is now obsolete, right? So it just kind of, what's necessary for the context, use the right tool for the job. I would say that, like, rapid prototyping makes a lot of sense for feature level stuff, or for things where you have a pretty good idea of what the thing is that you're building. I would say that if you tried to rapidly prototype your way through a very complicated e-commerce experience from end-to-end homepage all the way through the checkout flow, you're going to make a lot of mistakes 75% of the way through and then have to go back and redo it all. It's a lot harder to refactor code when you have that much of it established than it is to just basically go back and change wireframes. The other thing too is, like, iterating through things very quickly. Say if you take a top nav, for instance, and just wanted to show a client different variations of elements that could be in there, how they could relate to each other, and kind of getting a sense of how the page would be laid out. It's a lot easier to do that just by sketching it out or, like, doing it in a wireframe than to rapidly prototype through it. So context is key to any of these things, and I wouldn't say that one thing kills another. It's just basically more tools that you can use, that you have at your disposal to make you a better and more powerful designer, basically.
Okay, I see. And how do you evaluate your work? Is it somehow based on KPIs or?
It's a mixture of things. I think the first, any piece of work that, like, I'm shown, I think the first thing you do naturally is just use your gut instinct. Like, I've been doing this for a really long time, and my team has been doing it for a really long time as well. And the combination of all of our experience is kind of invaluable. And so I depend a lot on that. Obviously, user testing, things like that, and then analytics play a huge role, but it's definitely a combination of qualitative and quantitative analysis to get a better view of whether or not something is succeeding or not. Depending too heavily on one thing or another, I think is really dangerous and gives you kind of a skewed perspective. And to get a really detailed picture of what's going on and why things are happening, I think you need to use as many measurement things as possible.
Do you have any thoughts about a conference so far? Because you arrived just like half an hour ago.
Yeah, this conference is great, actually. You can tell, first impressions make a huge difference, and this one has been amazing so far. It's a beautiful venue. You guys, the staff, has been incredible. I haven't actually got to see any talks yet, but I'm really looking forward to them. The food's good, which is always important. Sometimes you don't even get fed. I can't complain. This is a beautiful city. Great venue, great conference. I'm very excited. I'm happy.
So are you going to come back next year?
If you'll have me, sure. Yeah, I'm more than happy to come again. This is great. Yeah.